Legend of Total War here, and today we've got a Saving a Disaster battle playing as Kugath Plaguefather going up against Imric. So it seems as though my guide that I made for Kugath a few days ago wasn't enough to stop people from getting into disaster situations, but I'm just grateful that it's not another battle against Helm and Gorst, because that's what the vast majority of disaster battles for Kugath Plaguefather were. So he's defeated Gorst in this campaign, and now he's moved on to Imric. So instead of a turn 9 disaster battle, it's about turn 20 something. So we've got a fairly early game army, we've got some regiments of renown in here. Imric's coming in also with a fairly early game army, starting units. And we just need to do the best we can. We're the attacker in this situation, but they've got some stuff in here that's obviously a lot better than Nurgling, so we just need to overcome that. Now, in this sort of situation, you have two choices about what you want to do with your army. You can spread them out wide and just charge at the enemy, and that's typically speaking not very effective, especially when the enemy has higher quality units and you've got using low quality slow units. Or you can blob, but the blob units are vulnerable to certain attacks. So we're vulnerable to the breath attacks, vulnerable to archers, vulnerable to the burning head. But there's things that we can do to try to prevent the AI from actually doing it on us. So I'm going to hold this terrain here because this looks like a really good defensive position. Can protect our flanks, hold the high ground, and maybe get some good casting in. There's a lot of advantages to blobbing. Some factions should do it, some factions shouldn't do it. Alright, the Plague Drones of Nurgle here. They're not as quick as the Dragon, so I want to keep it away from them. Instead, I want to go around the back of the army and just draw some of their forces away. I want the Plague Ridden here, who's on a flying mount, to get the attention of the Dragon, because I don't ever want the Dragon coming over this way. And hopefully we can get the attention of the Fire Wizard, just keep casting fireballs on us. I'll cast Stream of Corruption, and if a blob forms, I'll do Blight Boil. But we just want to harass them as much as possible. If they charge at us, I'm hoping, because we've chosen, I think, a good terrain formation to set up on, that their archers actually shouldn't be that much of a concern. Now, the Plague Toads are actually really vulnerable to archers, so I need to actually move them back behind the forces right over here. And what I'll do is, once the enemy forces are committed, I'll then turn them to go back around. If the Dragon lands over here, I'll use the Plague Toads to pin them down. But the archers will probably try to focus on Kugath Plaguefather. I don't want him shooting to begin with, because I've still got to mess them around a little bit. Okay, let's see how we go here. Don't fire at will just yet. Okay. This guy here with 95 speed is just as fast as the Sun Dragon, except the Sun Dragon's tired. If we can get them to mess up their formation, that's really going to be helpful. And I think the best way to do that is to send just a couple of units around the back of their lines. I don't think they're going to shoot at this guy here with their archers, because this is on very hard battle difficult, and this guy's not big enough for them to warrant shooting. But if we get around their formation, we can mess them up, I think. Good, dodge that one. Get back. Because the AI doesn't know what to do. It just constantly tries to reform. And what ends up happening is, while they're reforming, they double up their units, allowing for certain spells to be especially effective. That's why it's good to get some units around the back of them, sometimes. Good, we got the Dragon's attention. Just keep the Dragon away from our guys over here. Right, I'm going to put Kugath at fire at will now. He's not in range. Actually, let's move him up a little bit. Move over here. Move the Plague Toads back. That's it. It's a bit late on that one. Alright, so far only done a little bit of damage, but we're massively trying to harass them. We don't need to pop down this healing just yet. Alright, they're starting to advance. That's fine. That's it. Keep these two here busy. If you can just manage that, that'll be enough. Kugath's shooting. Good. Don't need to worry too much about Imric. He can heal, but he doesn't have his bombardment spell yet, because it's a fairly early game. He's only rank 10. Try to aim for the archers where possible, since they're going to be the biggest threat. The spearmen are nothing more than cannon fodder. It's not something that we should focus on. Keeping a unit over here, the rot flies, just because I can't really use them. They just get shot down too easily. But any units that come chasing after it, we're disorganizing their forces. Okay, that's it. Alright, this guy's done a fair bit of damage. Fair bit. Okay, I might be able to get the plague drones actually to shoot at the dragon a little bit. They're not great at hitting moving targets though. Look at this, they might actually go around this way. Oh, they're trying to shoot at Kugath. That terrain is completely blocked off to them that way, but let's just see what they do. It's okay if they're shooting Kugath a bit, let's move him back. Did that hit me? No. Alright, I need to get the attention of that fire wizard again. Fireball's got a much larger range than Burning Head. If it casts Burning Head in here, that's going to be really bad for us. Can't get that in from that range. They're not blobbed up at all. Wait, move back, move back. Well, we're going to be taking some damage from these archers. Every time I cast a spell, we'll get a little bit of regen. Oh, move it this way. Might even try to land on it, I'm not sure. We'll see. As long as it's staying back, then that's all that matters right now. Okay, that one's blobbed up a fair bit there. So that's good. Keep getting rid of these archers where possible. Yeah, they're really trying to aim for Kugath. Let's try to keep him moving. Keep that one moving. Good, at least got the dragon from using its breath attacks. And you can see the archers in here, they're not really doing that much damage because we've got a lot of physical resistance. As long as that one doesn't use Burning Head, that would absolutely fuck us up. Just keep trying to out-heal them. Because that's what you're supposed to do as Nurgle. You take damage, but then you also just absorb it. Okay, Kugath's taking too much damage. Let's move him to the back of that force. That might move them forward a little bit. Okay, keep these moving. Okay, I want to get this guy over here to pop down that Locus of Fecundity. I got hit again. And keep having Kugath shoot. Keep this one busy. Pop that down on this one because that's taking lots of damage. Good, blobbed up archers there. That's what we want to see. This terrain is working really well for us here. We're just not taking very much damage. Okay, then get back over there. We do not want that fire wizard getting too close here. Much prefer it. Keep aiming for the plague ridden. So just keep that dragon busy. That's it. Keep those fireballs coming. Fireballs, nothing to be too concerned about. We've got a fleshy abundance that we could use at the end of the battle if we really need to. Alright, let's get one of these down in there. So yeah, they're getting shots on us, but look, they're not getting kills. Keep that dragon out of here. And also, I've gotten rid of most of their archers at this point. Keep that one going. See, this one here has been constantly getting some heals just from the passive casting. So yeah, that's what you do as Nurgle. Just try to get their damage output to be relatively low, and then just absorb it. Good, and with every archer that we get rid of, every individual archer, their damage output is reducing. Okay, this one here is too much in the thick of it. Move back a bit. We've got these guys here at the rear, which I think for the time being just keep them there. Because these aren't really doing that much of a threat. Those Dragon Princes, they didn't take much damage. How are we going for magic? Still got a little bit left. This one back. This one's almost at its healing cap. Move it back as well. Keep that moving. Where the fire wizard go? That's it. Keep it back here. That's why I really want to keep my wizard here. Actually, I might even try to land on it now. Now, these are not great fighters. Oh, no, okay, Dragon Princes nearby. That may have been a mistake. That's it. Just keep it back here. That's fine. Honestly, these spearmen are just not really worth that much to us at all. Just ignore them. Don't worry about Imric. Oh, hang on. Keep that moving. Keep them moving. Keep focusing on these archers. Come on, move, 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 move. If I put them on skirmish mode, I guarantee you they'll still get hit. Best to keep managing them manually. Because if you leave them on skirmish mode, you'll just forget they exist. Okay, let's bring Kugath back in. He's healed up a fair bit now. I'll probably start targeting him again. Just try to keep this damage fairly spread out. Okay, this one here has actually reached its heal cap. Let's get it out of there. Okay, that dragon seems to want to be coming back this way, but if it does, I'll throw my Plague Grid in to get its attention. We do not want it using its breath attacks. Imric has done a lot of damage, and we haven't done much to him, but he also does have a healing ability. Okay, we've got its attention again. Honestly, the archers are not really much of a concern now. They just don't have much left. They're either out of ammo, or they're mostly dead anyway. Okay, I want Kugath to keep shooting at these Dragon Princes. Oh good, they're actually overcasting it now. Good, and it overcasted it straight into a tree. Nice. Good. No, don't get so close. I don't want to be using Burning Head on that. No, stop getting so close. Stop that. If they use Burning Head on us here, that's going to be really bad. Okay, that seems to want to commit to that attack. That's good. Alright, this one here is nearly at its regen cap. Let's move it back. Good, move back. Keep getting rid of this one. How much damage has it done? Yeah, a bit, considering it's a powerful wizard. Not necessarily high level, but powerful magic against us. They could be doing a lot better. It's quite possible she's used up most of her magic now as well. Kugath is almost at his regen cap. They're really trying to kill him, but we are able to regen. Watch out for those Dragon Princes. Keep moving. Alright, now I think is the time to bring in the Plague Toads and just start mopping things up. Okay. Yeah, they're really trying to aim for Kugath. But we're going to eliminate their archers real soon, because here come the Plague Toads. No, get over here. You haven't finished with her yet. And so far, no burning heads. Good. Alright, all the archers have stopped shooting. Hit them in the rear. Just have to wait for the right time for it. This might get a little bit of friendly fire, but it'll be okay. Alright, let's get in another Locus of Fecundity in there. Keep that moving. Okay, now time to push forward. And that's what we're going to see. Just ignore Imric. It's too strong. Just focus on army lossing him. He's not really doing that much damage to us. Okay. That's all the magic we've got left. Even the Dragon Princes, they're out of here now. They only got 6 kills. Get rid of this one here. Just ignore Imric. That's it. That's it. This one here has been chasing us the entire battle. No plague drones have died. Imric's getting a lot of kills though. Keep that one away. Oh, no, you should not be fighting Imric. Get out of there. That'd be very bad for you. At least you can regen. Yeah, need him to be fighting like the Plague Bearers. Because they got high melee defense and lots of health. Just keep him busy. Okay. Yeah, Kugar, stop shooting. I think you might be hitting our own troops if you're not careful there. Can't see their wizard anymore. Did we get her, or did she run off? Oh, she's over here. Okay. Alright, hopefully we don't have to deal with this dragon at all. Might actually take my first casualty soon. Alright, Kugath may have to go into melee with Imric. He's at least got kind of reasonable melee attack, but very high melee defense at least. But Imric is also anti-large, so I'm not sure if that's a good idea. Yeah, just let him keep fighting the garbage. No, I'm going to get friendly fire if I do that. Alright, hopefully this is the end of her. Yeah, she did not manage to get a single burning head in. I think she used up all of her magic using fireballs. Alright. Escort her off the battlefield if you can. And then, as for these two, take out those archers there. Keep this dragon busy. I think the dragon princes have just died. That's good. We got dregs here and there. Just have the... Yeah, have the Plague Bearers of Nurgle. Let them fight it. You chase this one. Still got a little bit of magic left. Not enough for a fleshy abundance anymore, but I don't think I need it. Thing is, the reason why we haven't inflicted the army losses is because most of this army was just full of garbage units, and so we haven't really inflicted much balance of power damage on the high value units. Like, Imric's still in decent shape, that dragon hasn't done much, but I've just been keeping it out of the... Actually, watch out, don't get near the Nurgling there. But none of our units have been wiped out, so that's good. Okay, there we go, there's the army losses, we won. And there we go. I think that went pretty well. Despite, you know, some technical things that could have been a massive backfire. The main thing was to prevent the burning head from occurring, and also any breath attacks, which neither of which occurred. The fact that the archers were shooting at us, you can see here, they just didn't do any serious damage. Because they were thinned out before they got a chance to shoot. And when they did start shooting, we just healed all the damage that they were doing to us, which we needed to keep casting Stream of Corruption in order for that to keep happening. But Nurgle is a very strong blob faction, but you got to be very careful with it. Alright, even though this one here, I'm pretty sure we did actually kill her in the battle. He's on Force March, they're all gone. Your army's in good enough shape that you can take some money there. So just having a look at how his campaign has progressed so far. Turn 26. He did take out these guys. I'm just curious if he followed the method that I did. Let's have a look. No, he wasn't interested in that. He took them out the old-fashioned way, so he didn't actually follow the guide. Well, that's why he went into a disaster campaign. He never actually took the Haunted Forest. But yeah, he took out Helmengorst in his own way. That's fair enough. Like I said in the guide, you don't have to follow it my way. It was just an easy way of getting rid of Helmengorst. I was just curious. And now that Imric is dead, you can press this attack and finish him off before he comes back. Because your army is in good shape, you'll recover in one turn. And it's no longer a disaster campaign. Anyway, that's the end of this one here, guys. Hope you learned something. Hope you enjoyed it. Appreciate you guys, and I'll see you next time. Later.